Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jennifer, and today we are going to have a stitch and chat and talk about what I'm doing today. And also, if you're new, welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping and checking in. And if you like what you see, please hit the like button. Also, if you're returning, welcome back. And yeah, we're going to get started. But first, I had started doing this when I first started the stitch and chats of what I'm doing today, of telling you all what I was going to do today and show you in my planner, and I kind of stopped. So we're just going to pick this back up. Okay, today I need to make a video. I'm getting my new planner today. So I got that, do that. Also need to dust, which I did not do the other day. Living room. Then I need to, let's see, dishwasher. Um, let's see what else. Clean the kitchen. And then I'm going to stitch. And I have a new book that I need to listen to for a book review. And then that's all I'm doing for the rest of the day. Skylar has no classes today. So, yeah. Okay. So, that's all I have to do today. Okay. Now, this is what I'm working on. It's called Peacock Feathers, and I have all my stuff up here. Don't mind all that mess. It's everywhere. I need to get organized. It's Peacock Feathers from Carolyn Manning Designs, and we're going to get started, and I'm just going to tell you what's going on today and what went on last night. Okay, this is a part 2 kind of thing. As y'all know, I had issues last Wednesday night with Athena and a cricket. Well, the cricket is still here. It's not, I think it's kind of figured out that I'm not playing around. So, last night I was sitting here, and Athena, I couldn't figure out what her problem was, because she was just like laying there. She would go somewhere and just plop and start rolling around. And well, the night before, in the middle of the night, I thought that she was meowing because of the cricket. And no, Athena's in heat. Oh yes, let me tell you, that's been an experience. She all night long all night, well, yeah, yesterday, last night before we went to bed, she was sitting, she was just laying, and all of a sudden she'd start rolling over, rubbing her back all over everything, and then she would do that on the sofa and in the recliner. So I was like, what in the world is your problem? And I had no clue. Now, some of you that know me, that have been following me and subscribed to me for a while, know Skylar likes Google. So he decided he was going to Google it and find out. He comes out and he says, Mom, she's in heat. I was like, what? So I was kind of like, oh boy, another headache. Now, I don't know anything about this. I've had cats before, when I lived at home with my parents. But I never had to deal with, the cats being in heat, because they were outside cats. So I'm like, okay, what the heck am I supposed to do? So I called my best friend, because she has like she has 2 cats. One's a female and the other's not. So I asked her, I said, what am I supposed to do? And she said, there's nothing you can do. She said, she's going to this is going to occur for like 7 days, 7 to 21 days. And I'm thinking, oh my God, Jennifer's going to go bonkers. Well, it only happens at night, is what I've been noticing, mostly at night. And she gets this, she starts meowing like she's, I don't know. And I did notice too, when I was dealing with the cricket on Wednesday night, that she, every time she would start, making this, whatever you want to call it, noise, she was going to the window. And I came out here at one point and she ran away from me because I don't know what she thought I was going to do, but she went and hid. So come to find out, because she's in heat, she knows that there are cats outside. Now the cats outside of our apartment in our apartment complex are wild. And okay, fine, whatever. She can't get out there. So she she's been going to the window and just basically, trying to get their attention. And because they're outside and she's up here, nothing can happen. So I was like, oh, goody, this is going to be so much fun. So at night, because she's making, I guess of course, I was told it's like their mating call or whatever. I don't care. I mean, good grief. So because she's doing that at night, I've ended up putting her in the cat carrier that my best friend let me borrow. So been in the cat carrier. She was in the cat carrier all night. And of course, then, Skylar's doing Google. He's trying to, tell me all the things that I need to do for her while she's in heat. And I turned around and I said, dude. And he just looks at me and says, what? Why are you asking? Why are you doing it? Well, I want to know. Okay. So come to find out, from what Google says, according to Skylar, is that to keep her in the carrier most of the time, because she can spray, she's gonna whatever. And so far, and I noticed this yesterday, so far it's only been at night. Now I'm not saying it's not gonna happen during the day, because okay. So I have the cat carrier out here in case. And I put her in there last night, and I finally got some sleep. Let me tell you, sleeping with a cricket and her was just not fun. So yeah, she's in heat. She's been very, very lovable towards me, and which I don't know if that's part of it. I don't know. So she is right now back there laying on my bed, which is fine. And but yeah, I gotta put up with this for 7 days to 21 days, but that's okay. So yeah, she's just all about herself. Just and it is what it is. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of funny, because I was sitting here trying to get excuse me, the information from my best friend. And at the same time, Justin Skylar's out here with the phone, and he's got Google up, and he's Googling all this information and telling me while she's telling me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, can you all just, can you just stop? So yeah, that was an experience. Let me tell you something. Yeah, because I thought there was something wrong with her, to be truthful. And because just the way she was acting, I thought she had gotten a hairball. But because she was doing this weird thing with her mouth, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I was like, okay, this isn't, this is crazy. What's wrong with you? And but there really wasn't anything wrong with her. She was just being special. And of course, being in heat. And I was like, okay, here we go. This is going to be so much fun. But yeah, she's okay. I've got to go and get her, fixed and stuff, which is going to be fun. But, yeah, She's pretty calm during the day, which is a good thing. But yeah, but as you all know from yesterday's morning video, I was not a happy camper about this dang cricket and her. And now I know her being the way she was not because of the cricket. It was because she was in heat. Yeah. So, yeah, Jennifer was just not. So this is just another thing to add to my life, guys. Let me tell you. I'm just, let me, you just don't know. So we got that all figured out, and so, but she was pretty good last night in the carrier. She slept, or well, I think she did because I didn't even wake up. But it sounds to me like the way it looks is, she was fine in there last night. So yeah, if y'all can't hear her, she's back there meowing away now because she's back there with Sky, and she's not happy that she's got to be back there. And she never really makes any big to do about that, which I thought was just kind of weird that all of a sudden. And she did that yesterday because I couldn't figure out why she was not thrilled to be back in my room when I was trying to record. And come to find out, now we know. But she seems to be okay. And why am I not? There we go. So we'll see. And I didn't do any stitching yesterday because I was tired. Let me tell you. I was wore out. I was just lazy. I didn't feel like doing diddly squat, and I was ready to do. I even pulled my stitching out, had it on my lap, and I didn't do that. I was like, okay, well, that's not going to happen. So I didn't do any stitching yesterday. I did watch the rest of the first season of Scorpion, and then I started on the second season. And I mean, I usually stitch and watch TV, but that didn't happen. So this afternoon I'm going to watch it and start that book at some point. I've got to start it today because I got to do a review for it. But yeah, so there's really not a whole lot that went on yesterday because I was lazy. I was just tired. And, and she felt bad because she ended up falling asleep with me and laying on me for 2 hours while I took a nap. So, she's just being a female. But today, like I said, I told y'all what I have to do today. I have to do laundry, or not laundry. I just have to, what did I say? I have to do the dishwasher, dust, and clean the kitchen, and then I'm done. And then I'm going to sit and relax. Little dude does not have any classes today. He is done. All of his work is caught up. And he is, he's proud of himself. He's doing better with this year than he did last year, which I have to say. I'm really, really proud of him. So he's finally kind of got himself, a kind of routine of what he needs to do, and he does all of his work beforehand, and then does all of his work in between his classes. So that was a good thing. And then Zoom went out yesterday. Oh my goodness. He was in class, or he was getting ready to go into a class at 11 o'clock. And then he was kind of upset because he didn't know if he was going to miss his 1 o'clock class. So he gets on, and he goes to, click the link for him to get into class. And it kept telling him, coming up with this error. So I was like, all right, exit out of everything. So he did. And I said, now go back in. And he went back in and he tried it again. And he's like, Mom, there's something wrong. I was like, all right, restart the computer. So he did. He restarted it. Still didn't work. So as I was emailing his teacher, she had emailed me. I was in the middle of writing the email. So she emailed me at the same exact time. Come to find out, something happened to Zoom yesterday. And there was some kind of, I don't know, issue or something that Zoom was down. So I was like, oh, good grief. Now what? So it wasn't down very long, which I was surprised. But so I emailed his other teacher that he had at 1 o'clock. And I told her, I said, look, I said, you know, I don't know if he's going to be able to get into class today because Zoom was down. I don't know if it's going to let him back in. And she was like, well, it seems to have been fixed because now I'm back in. And she was, you know, just done with, she had just finished her class. I was like, okay. So, whatever the issue was, and again, Google and Skylar are friends. He Googled it and looked it up. And there was some kind of issue, didn't say what it was. And I was like, okay, well, at least that's been resolved and don't have to worry about it. So he was kind of, you know, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, son, there's nothing you can do. It's not you. And if you can't get into your class because of this, you know, issue, you know, you're not going to get in trouble. Well, he didn't believe me. So, now, you know, he believed me after the fact. So we got that situated. And now he's, today, he's just going to, I think, he got a new book on, what was it? Where did he get it? He got it on my account on Kindle. So he's got a book and he wants to read it. So I think today at some point he's going to sit down and read it, and because he wants to try to get back in, you know, wants to try to read more than being on his computer, on his Xbox, which he doesn't have. I mean, I don't have a problem with him being on Xbox, but I think he's kind of getting bored of being on there all day long, and because he has this one friend that likes to keep him on all day. And when I come in and tell him that it's time for him to get off, this kid gets, you know, is like asking questions like, why do you have to get off? Or if he and I go to the store to get, you know, whatever I need in the house that I don't have, he's always complaining about little dude going to the store. So, I went in there last night because little dude told him that he had to go so that he could get ready to go to bed. And, you know, the kid couldn't understand. And I went in there and I said, son, it's time to get off. It's time to go to bed. You know, you got school tomorrow. And, well, the kid was not thrilled. Now, this kid has called him at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning on his Discord on his phone. And little dude that hasn't heard it. And he was like, you know, I get it. You know, there are some kids that don't have friends that want to play, you know, and not, you know, they, once you find somebody that, you know, will play with them, they want to play all day and all night. And I tried to explain to this kid that, you know, because I talked to him before, and I told him, I said, look, and I said, you know, Justin or Skylar can't, excuse me, Skylar can't be on here 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, why? And I said, well, number one, Monday through Friday is school. And I said, and the weekend, he doesn't stay up all hours of the night. And while the kid kind of got irritated with me, and I told him, I said, well, look, I said, if you cannot accept that my son needs to go to bed at a certain time so that he can get up on time to go to school, then you don't need to be friends with him. So he, kind of, I don't know. I don't know if he does it. And I don't know if he did it this past weekend, called little dude at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know if, he forgot or what the deal was. But I was just like, okay. And I told Sky yesterday, I said, you need to let him know that, I don't have a problem with him being friends with you, but you can't, be on, because Sky's, excuse me, little dude's bedtime is 10 o'clock. And I told him, I said, you need to explain to this, to your friend that you have a bedtime because of school. And he did. He explained it. But as to whether or not, this child continues, I don't know. And we'll see. Don't know what's going to happen there. But, we'll see. He's, it's been okay. And he doesn't always play with this kid. He plays with Orion more than he does anybody else. So usually, this kid is, I don't know, whenever, I don't know. But yeah, so we'll see. Don't know what's going to happen with that situation, but we'll see. I'm keeping an eye on it. So, I've already had to have him block one kid, and because he was very disrespectful, and his godmother was disrespectful, and I'm just not going to deal with that kind of stuff. It just, no, not going to happen. So we'll see. It's, I know when he's playing with somebody because I can hear him and he gets all excited. And I'm just glad that he has friends that he can play with on there. But then again, you get that, there's 1 or 2 bad apples in that bunch. And then, mommy has to put her foot down. But so far, lately, he's not really had problems. But, except for, these 2 boys. But I don't think I'm going to have a big, huge problem like I did with this other kid. But we'll see. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. That's all I can do. So, let's see. Goodness. I'm trying to think what else I'm going to do today besides do all this. I do need to go online and look at cat carriers, because the cat carrier I have is not mine. And I need to get my own for her. And I want to find one that's a little more comfortable than this, because this poor child, I know she felt like she was all bunched up in there last night, but, I gotta figure that out. So, and that's the only thing I gotta do today besides dust and do all that good junk. And, that's really all I have to do today. that I can think of. Now I'm gonna tell you, I sound like I'm not awake. I'm not. I am. Believe me, I've been up since 6 o'clock. So, um, we're good. Hmm. Anything else that I need to tell you all? Whoopsie. Oh, videos will be back up. Um, Hopefully, I've gotten my schedule worked out. So videos should be um, back to normal next week. We're going to keep our fingers crossed because this week was just a big cluster, and it just seemed like everything was just all hitting at once, and it's not a fun experience. But yeah, so that's really all I got today, guys. And I'm bumming it today. I'm gonna sit here and stitch and do, household stuff, and I'm not really doing a whole lot. I'm just gonna, you know, stitch because I didn't stitch for the last couple of days. Well, I did, but not a lot to like even count anything. So, yeah, gotta get my stitching. Gotta get some stitching in today. So that's all I've got today, guys. I know it's short. And thank you for watching. I hope everybody has an awesome day. And you all have a happy Friday. Until then, guys, I'll see everybody next time. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.